conservation photography. So anybody know the name Galen Rowell? Famous mountaineer.
Yeah.
That's this dude, Galen Rowell. And so I did spend some time looking up like the people who were the first names that came to mind from Europe, people who I recognize as being the conservation photographers, the outdoor advocates and all this. And so Galen Rowell said the most interesting parts of the natural world are the edges, places where ocean meets land, meadow meets forest, timberline touches the heights. That guy spent all of his time out there. And I do think about that, where the things touch. Yeah, that's where we're going to be. You know, we might not be in the mountains. We're hanging out by the river and there's a shopping cart in the river. You know, it's not the same, but also it is. It is, and exploring that, you know, where the river touches the grasses and where the stanchions of the bridge come down into the water. These things are beautiful too. Yeah.
I just wanted to add, Raoul always talked about the edge of light as well. So you're seeing how he's got the bright light and the shadow in the same shot. That was his shtick, was edge of light, which I always thought I loved.
Fantastic. Thank you, True. Heck yeah. I like it. That. Ooh. Fantastic. Has anyone heard of Sebastião Salgado? Right on. That dude is incredible. And like, what was it? He started out as an economist. Tortilla, you know, as an economist, and became a photographer, and it was all about, you know, the magic and the glory and the beauty of the natural world. Our good man said, I believe that the average person can help a lot, not by giving material goods, but by participating, by being a part of the discussion, by being truly concerned about what is going on in the world. The dude is a massive king of photography and such. And even more so, those of you who recognize his name, you know about like his thing down in the Amazon? All right, yeah. Was it a family ranch?
I think it was family.
Something in the family that had been like deforested, and over the past, was it 20 or 30 years, they reforested this whole area. And it's incredible. And so if you look up, you know, his name's there, Google that man and then the Amazon ranch, and you'll see like the before and after pictures of this area. Yes?
But there is also an amazing documentary about him called Salt of the Earth.
Ah, thank you.
That tells you all of that, and it's all done in his style.
Mm-hmm.
And it, especially for this class, I think it would be pretty inspirational to
Yes,
watch
okay.
if you want to do some homework.
Salt of the Earth.
Salt of the Earth.
Salt of the Earth,
And it
Sebastião
is streaming
Salgado.
on something, but I never know which. So
Sure,
if you just
sure.
look on IMDb, you'll find which is.
Thank you so much. I did not know of that one.
It's fantastic.
But yeah, his black and white photography,
Yeah.
is incredible. And, you know, lizards are just fantastic. They're amazing. Love them. Okay, next up is W. Eugene Smith. He's more of a documentary photographer, like in the classic Life era magazine type stuff. The dude was incredible and, like, you know, so passionate about the things he did. And what's his name? This dude was like a great humanitarian, and I'm blanking out on his goddamn name. I feel embarrassed. Well, he photographed him, documentary type stuff, and he said, I tried to find quotes that would apply to us as well, you know. I try to take what voice I have and give it to those who don't have one at all. Kind of cool. W. Eugene Smith, immensely inspiring photographer. Yeah, great stuff. Look him up. Anybody recognize this guy? You know, no, Ansel Adams. You know, Ansel Adams, personally speaking, took me a long time to appreciate. I'd be like, what? He took a picture of a couple mountains, sunset, cool, whatever. Like many things, sometimes it takes us, the curve of understanding and realization is long for me. But anyway, Ansel Adams, yes, a huge proponent of making a difference with his photography in terms of conservation and such, who said, here, you don't make a photograph just with a camera. You bring to the act of photography all the pictures you have seen, the books you have read, the music you have heard, the people you have loved. And yeah, I do think that is so important. And driving home the fact that, yeah, it's great that we're excited about photography, but I also hope that, you know, you're reading some cool books, you know, you're checking out some op-eds maybe, you're watching some movies, you're making some drawings. All these things will feed your photography. And that is important and goes along with what this lady said. We live at the level of our language. Whatever we can articulate, we can imagine, develop, and explore. I do think there are probably some really talented photographers out there whose only interest is photography. And I mean, power to them. That's great. But I do think we will be better if we take in all sorts of creative things. So do more, think more, read more, say more, get out there. How cool is that? This gentleman said, Adrian Stern, who did this specialized project on the pangolins. Pangolins, I think they're called, these little animals who are amazing. And he simply said, I pick up my camera to do one thing, make positive change. And that's cool. Look him up, his pangolin project is really kind of fantastic. And I'm saying it right, I think, right?
Yeah.
Pangolin?
That was that creature at the sculpture in Milwaukee down in Wisconsin,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, very cool. So yeah, he makes beautiful things too. And what you will see, I think it is significant with a lot of these photographers, they are well known for projects. They are well known for subjects in specific, like they've discovered or come across something that they are passionate about, and they have chosen to learn a lot about and devote energy and time to that thing, such as pangolins. And as we think about what we're going to do with our photography, I do want to encourage you also to think about that even as well. What subject matter interests you? I know it's really easy and possible to go out for our walk in the woods that we're going to do and be like, let's see what I see today. Just, that's cool and that's a completely acceptable approach. But if you also do that with thinking, I think spiders are cool. I'm going to look for cool-ass spider webs today. Okay, I can assure you, by having that sort of focused mindset, you will be looking harder, and you will see those things you might just stumble on across, but I think you're going to see more if you're out there with a sort of mission in your head. So maybe we ain't got no pangolins in the Greenway, but I can assure you from my running we have lots of spider webs. For instance, I've taken so many of those to the face, it's stupid. Continuing on though, this woman, I think she's Italian, so I think it's Amy Vitali. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that last name, but
Sounded nice.
that's what I was thinking, yes. I love this, what she said. She does a lot of conservation stories, and especially about that connection point between humans and the things that they are working to conserve and protect and be there for. And she said, I've been focusing on human stories, social stories, issues of war, poverty, and conflict. I realized every story about humanity is a story about the natural world. It's critical we all start to understand that and not think that they're separate. So she makes, beautiful pictures of people and the animals in conservation photography. Beautiful stuff. This just blows my mind every time I see it. You got to see the full shot there. Woof. I believe they were. I think they were transporting it to a different part of the preserve or something. I have to look up the backstory again. But this is by Brent Sturton, who also makes amazing conservation photography work. And the quote I chose from him is, photography is a weapon. Against what's wrong out there, it's bearing witness to the truth. And again, beautiful work he does. They're all here, so please go look them up. And just all these dudes carrying this massive ape. Oh, that's incredible. As I said, I do believe the ape is not dead. Just a neat little more whimsical sort of picture by Jasper Dost, who said, we need to educate people about the valuable conservation work that has been going on, and we need to convince the public to choose local decision makers wisely. Our planet needs sustainability. Photographers can give a voice to those who can't speak for themselves. Photographers can initiate change. That is the power of photography. That's you cats! Heck yes. And then finally there, a powerful image. We started with mountains, we're ending with the mountains. This is a guy named Jimmy Chin, or it's a photograph by a guy named Jimmy Chin, who's probably one of the most famous mountaineering photographers in the current modern world here. You guys all see that documentary, was it Free Climb?
Yeah.
Yeah, make your heart pound out of your chest, freak you out start to finish. Yeah, that's that dude. That's Alex.
He's crazy.
Totally crazy, that guy. Oh my gosh. Incredible. But anyway, Jimmy Chin, astonishing, amazing photographer, says, creativity needs to extend beyond the lens. Find creative ways to showcase your work and get it seen. Straight up tenacity, hard work, and determination will always be a part of the equation. So get to it. Heck yes. And that is, again, I think, something that we want to do with all of you in these couple sessions here. We want to make great photographs, but then, yes, we want to get those photographs seen. We want to make a difference with the photographs. Like I said in the start of this, we've all got our own networks. We've got our people that, we can make a difference for good here. We can share things and show things. It is important to show things like, a crap ton of plastic in the river. But it is also important to show the sunlit spider web. We need to help people realize how valuable this stuff is and how they all can contribute to preserving that. So important.